County president of this new village.
Well, I guess I can accept.
Good.
Well, if that's the way things are done, I nominate and elect Kuchera, recorder for our village.
Order!
Look who's calling for law and order. Law and order himself.
You mean old outlaw and disorder?
It's my new responsibility. I've been duly elected president, so I declare Kuchera duly elected recorder.
You can only nominate. We've got to vote to elect them. You've got to nominate more than one. We've got to vote.
We just took a vote, and they were all now votes. So shut up!
And sit down, I'm in charge here. Dubishar and Mikesh, you want to be councilman?
Yeah.
I'll be councilman if I get paid.
You'll get paid. How much do you want?
Oh, 25 cents for every meeting I attend.
Agreed. 25 cents it is. We elected Dubishar and Mikesh to be councilman, and all of us get 25 cents a meeting.
We accept.
Pencil, yeah. I want you to be treasurer. You're good with money. Other people's money.
I accept. Do I get 25 cents a meeting too?
This is not a legal meeting.
Be quiet, Danik. Yes, Kolupski, you get 25 cents a meeting. We all do.
John's right. This is not a legal meeting.
I said it's legal, so it's legal. I'm president, you know.
How can we help it though? You're making enough noise.
Well, all politicians have to be noisy to be heard.
25 cents a meeting, that's a lot of money. Should be 10 cents.
25 cents it is, and that's settled. Now, who wants to be constable?
Kuczynski! Let Kuczynski be constable! He's good at knocking heads!
Sure, I'll be constable. I'll check out each saloon twice a day. See, there's 4 saloons, hour a day in each saloon, twice a day. That's 8 hours of work. What's my pay?
$1 a week?
$1 a week? I want $1.25.
$1.10.
Good, I accept.
Good, agreed. Good. Now, we're going to need a street commissioner to water the dust down in the streets.
Horses can do that!
And we have to put planks over the mud hole. Yuncheski.
I accept.
Good. We've elected Yuncheski as street commissioner.
Well, first I'm going to need some money to buy some boards to replace those broken ones on the boardwalk. And to water down the dusty streets, I'll hire me some boys and...
Hire? Hell, you're the street commissioner. You do the work.
Me?
Yeah.
Me work?
Yeah, you work.
Then I want $1.50.
Agreed. $1.50.
That's a lot of money. How are we going to pay them?
Well, how about a poll tax like they have in Blanco?
Hold and Glyco?
I thought we had them all here, in this town! Stupid poll tax! P-O-L-L!
What the hell's a poll tax?
We tax the polls.
Yeah, the poll! Yeah!
How can we get taxed? The checks got the most money.
You're tax the darn checks. They got all the checks. They're Blanco Bank checks, you know.
Checks.
Fine, we get our own bank right here in our town.
Order. In order to pay our policemen and street commissioner and the other city employees, we use that liquor money.
But we ain't got it yet. Where is it?
It takes time. We've just incorporated.
We've got to go through channels.
You mean we gotta swim across the lake for it?
That kind of channel, Tony. Legal channels, you know, bureaucracies and stuff.
What do you mean?
I'll bet I'll never get paid. I quit.
No, you'll get paid. We'll charge $1.50 poll tax per adult or they'll have a choice to do $1.50 worth of street work. All in favor signify by saying aye. No! The noes have it. I mean, ayes have it. No! What are we going to name our town?
Little Bohemia. Check Town.
Turback Village.
Koczynski City.
Chesterville.
Little Bohemia.
Little Jack.
Little Pro.
Feynman owns some land around here. How about Feynmanville or Lake Feynman?
What about Casperville? Wenzel Casper was the first to arrive here.
Nah, there was some Yanks here in the early 1850s. The Wisbys, Jasmers, Williams, Clarks, Millers, and Kennedys. We don't want to name our town any damn Yankee name.
Yeah.
How about New Moravia?
How about Steppenville? James Stepan opened the first dry goods store in Old Log Cabin.
How about Little Chicago?
How about Colville?
Hockleville.
Little Warsaw.
Turkeyville.
Oh, you're all getting silly.
How about Three Lake?
Silver Slough.
You're all getting silly. Where's Trutna?
He went home.
He just got married. And where's Orange? Had to water his horse.
Come on, guys. Let's get serious about this town naming business.
Czechoslovakia.
Let's compromise. Polacheski Town.
How about Minsville? He was here first.
Oh, don't name it after that wheeler dealer who bought up all that good land north of the lake cheap and sold it to us at high prices, then got the hell out of here with our money and went back to Kentucky. Why, he bought that good land for just a few pieces of silver.
Pieces of silver. Pieces of silver. You just named the town. Lake Silver.
Not Silver Lake. Sounds bad.
When the sun shines down on the lake, it's all shimmery and it looks like silver.
That's it, fellas. We just named our town. Let's all drink to our new town, all united, one for all for one.
incorporated and got its poetic name.
Well, maybe it didn't happen exactly just that way, but you know, when history is retold by a number of different people, different times, things sometimes sort of do get changed. It just depends upon who's telling the story. But anyhow, that's the way I like to think it happened.
Well, I like to report history accurately. Now, the 1895 census shows 312 souls in Silver Lake. The 1889 records were not preserved, but from July 3rd, 1892 and on they are. And we discover the following men on the city council. F.D. Feynman was the president. Anton Suhanek, J.S. Tudashek, and F.A. Stiebaugh were trustees or councilmen. F.W. Howlick was the recorder, and Wenzel Holubsky was the treasurer.
Is that woman gonna keep busting endings? If she is, I am leaving.
Now, Ray, she's just trying to fill in a little. Just be patient.
She's filled in enough. Well, the looks of her, she's filled in plenty.
I'm leaving. I've never been so insulted in my life.
Please, Esther, don't leave. We want your interpretation of Silver Lake history, too. Don't we, Ray?
Well, I guess so.
Okay.
She's pretty smart, all right, I must admit. Maybe I should share the floor with her. You know, Esther, you remember a lot of details that I have sort of forgotten about. Men sometimes are apt to think that women don't know about a lot of things.
Thank you, Ray. I'm glad you want to share in telling of the Silver Lake history with me. You know, that was the trouble with Silver Lake in the beginning. There were no women on the city council. Men in everything, in business, in government.
The good old days.
What's that?
I said in the good old days they should have listened to the women.
Well, as a matter of fact, they did. Woman's place was in the home, but she had plenty of influence on her mate. She gave her husband plenty of advice, and if he didn't follow it, she deprived him of co-options.
Co-options, they still do that.
Well, Ray, I'm glad we can be compatible. We both have a lot of history to share.
Esther, why don't you and I go over to the liquor store and I'll buy you a drink?
I don't drink.
Coffee?
Why not?
Seem to be getting along fine now, Mary. Imagine our great-great-great-great-grandniece conducting a meeting with mostly men, and they're listening to her too.
A woman's place is in the home. She should be baking bread, washing clothes, and cleaning out the chicken coop.
Mary, there have been some changes made down on Earth. The women are freer now to do other things.
Hear it! No, hear it! You and those children, they shouldn't be playing around like that. So boisterous and noisy. They should be herding the cows, bringing in wood for the fire, bringing in water for the cooking and cleaning, picking up rocks and helping their paws with the farm.
Mary, you have been so busy making halos, you haven't been able to observe the changes made down on Earth.
I've never liked to watch her. Too many bad memories.
I know. Well, I remember how disappointed you were when we couldn't leave the old country with your brother Anton and his wife Josephine.
Well, maybe it's a good thing we didn't go to America. I don't like to look down there and see all those nice Czechs mixing with those latecomers. Those Polish people.
Mary, the Poles didn't come to Silver Lake much later, and besides, I like the way both nationalities have settled their differences. Why, in early Silver Lake, the Poles and the Bohemians wouldn't even speak to one another. They even built two separate Catholic churches. The priests in each church told the girls in his parish not to marry out of the faith. Out of the faith meant to marry someone from the other Catholic church. I like the way both nationalities are living side by side in harmony.
Oh, you always see the best side of everything. No wonder you've got your wings.
Well, you'll get yours soon too, Mary.
Well, I've made enough halos to get a dozen pair. But I just don't like to look down there and see those Czechs and Poles mixing together. Why, some of those Silver Lake girls have the strangest names now, like Smith and Brown and Johnson.
Those are fine names, Mary.
They should be Smith-Usek or Brown-Usek.
Or Johnsonowski.
Now you're teasing. Why, mixing all those names and religions, no one knows who he or she is anymore. I liked it better when the Bohemians and Poles had their own butcher shops and used to walk on separate sides of the street. I liked the way they used to fight at weddings. I liked those separate churches for the Poles and Bohemians. Why, now even their churches are mixed together, like duck soup. They even use the same recipe for duck soup. And their kishka is the same. Poles should stay Poles, and Bohemians should remain Bohemians.
Mary, that's America you're looking at. America is the melting pot. Everyone is mixed up. That's why it's so great.
You can say that again. They're all mixed up. Why, look at some of their politicians. I can't abide in all that mixing.
Oh, you'd rather they didn't get along together? You'd rather see them fight?
A good fight is good for what ails ya.
Mary, you've been missing St. Peter's nonviolence classes again, haven't you? He's opposed to violence, fights of any kind.
Oh, look! They're
I'm stuffed. I like that Bloggy the best.
I'm so drunk, I can't drink another day or night.
You're not drinking day and night, you're drinking beer. And just so you sober up so you get to church on Sunday.
You'll never make it.
Oh, yes, he will. I'll see to that if I gotta dump this in cool water.
Did you ever taste such good food? Oh, their kielbasa is so good.
And them sauerkraut balls are so good. And them poppy seed colas are just heavenly.
Who made all the chipkublihi and the chervini zelly?
Well, I don't know, but I just got to get that recipe from Polsky Shivy Box from somewhere. Oh, it's delicious.
I gotta get another beer. We still have the sugary.
I hope you men don't pull any of your usual dirty tricks.
Not us, we wouldn't do anything dirty. We just took the wheels off the groom's wagon.
We took the horses over to John Casper's barn. Even the horses are drunk.
Not as drunk as you, Lord. Come on, stay. But you have been with the horses.
Isn't this a great party? It gets funner and funner the more I drink about it.
Stay there. Let's get some food into you.
Nah, all I need is another drink of that beet wine.
Beer and meat wine?
Dearest, we still have that shivaree ahead of us.
I hope they don't make any more mess. Will you watch who you're bumping into?
Oh, dearest, if you could only be alone for a minute.
I wish we could too. I think it was Lucas here who gave us that baby trundle bit. Drunk or sober, he's always pulling gags. Watch who you're bumping. We've been married since Tuesday, and I haven't even kissed you yet.
Do it.
I will.
Shameless hussy!
She's married to him, for heaven's sake.
Well, she shouldn't want to be kissed all the time.
Remember, Mary, you liked to be kissed.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Only 175 years ago.
And I brought you only one pagina as my dowry. I was so young then.
You're still young, Mary. You'll always be young. And your pagina was the prettiest feather quilt I ever saw. You remember our first kiss? Kiss me, Mary.
Is it allowed?
Of course it's allowed. Really, I wish you'd get off of this halo kick and try and be a little more human.
We're not supposed to be human. We're angels.
Sorry you haven't got your wings yet, Mary.
Well, I'll get them soon. I just gotta make more halos.
Maybe if you wouldn't be so stubborn. Maybe if you wouldn't make so many halos and try to look below and be more compassionate to our descendants, you might just get your wings a little sooner.
Well, I doubt that. Oh, look! They're gonna fight again!
Louis, don't make such a mess. I'm gonna have to help clean this place up. I want to be with my new wife as soon as possible.
Go sit on a green pig. This is your silvery night, and we're not gonna let you get by that easy.
Shucks. Spoil sports. They broke up the fight.
Now the bride and groom can be alone.
Shouldn't be allowed. He's Czech. She's Polish.
Mary, it doesn't matter. As long as they love each other, it doesn't matter what nationality they are.
Well, how can a good Czech boy love a no-good Polak girl without a dowry?
Mary, you'll never get your wings with remarks like that.
I will too. I'll just make more halos.
Mary, you've got to do more than just make halos. Good deeds alone won't help you get your wings. Try looking below and being a little more compassionate to our descendants and other earthlings.
Now I made 30 today.
Good. The bride and groom got away.
Oh, where are they going?
Mary, don't you remember?
I make 35 tomorrow and 40 the next day.
Mary, there's more to heaven than halo making.
So we left Esther Jerbeck having coffee with Mary Schwanda at Rosie's Cafe.
Yeah, those women aren't just going to get a word in edgewise. They're having such a great time reminiscing about Silver Lake.
Hi, Dale. I was hoping you would come.
Hi, Joe.
You know, Dale Cooktown is with KGUZ Radio in Hutchinson, and he's promised to give us some good publicity about our play. So, Ray,
You certainly know a lot about Silver Lake history, don't you?
Yes, well, let me see. In 1889, the very first post office was built. This post office was built by F.D. Feynman. The first postmaster was W. Oscar Merrill. In 1902, mail service began to the farmers. In 1890 or 91, Frank Strutetsky was selling lumber out of his house. Joseph Kuchera purchased this lumber business in 1896. Frank Kuchera operated a shoe store, and this shoe store was located near the present site of the Silver Lake Leader.
I'm glad you all could meet with me again here today at the Sportsman's Bar. As you know, we were going to discuss some of the things that we paid and talked about for our play and so on. But before we get involved in that, I want to make sure that we're all acquainted. I'll kind of call roll here, starting on my far left. Henry Szymanski, you down there? Yep. Okay, let's see, George Warnke. Yeah. And Leonard Kaminsky. Yep. Tanta Agnes Matoshek.
Well, I thought you forgot me, Joe. I'm here.
Not you, Tonka. I wouldn't forget you. Howard Munoz. Yep. And Jim Munoz. Yep. Let's see, Albert Merrill. Here. And Mary Schwund.
Yep, there I am.
You thought I forgot you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Florence Merrill.
Nice to be here.
And Joe Hutt. Hi. Yeah. Well, each of you has such interesting stories to tell that it's impossible that we could use all of that material. So I thought if we gather here a little bit today and just sort of reminisce a little bit about things that we talked about. So, Delbert, what can you tell us about the Silver Lake Leader? Well, our newspaper, the Silver Lake Leader, is now being run by the third generation of Merrills. My father, W.O. Merrill, established the newspaper in 1901. He was publisher and editor of the newspaper. His son Wilbur took over the newspaper in about 1942 until 1987. His wife Genevieve also worked on the paper from 1942 to 1983. Now their son Kenneth and his wife Dorothy are publishers. Marley Nimick is editor.